Welcome to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show, presented by the great folks at Central Ozarks Medical Center and brought to you by Surdike Yamaha, Our Veterinary, Slumberland at the Lake, MoDOT Show Me Zero, and the Bruce and Kelly team, part of RE/MAX Lake of the Ozarks. We are focusing on the California Pintos. We've got the California coaches with us, Hall of Fame coach Brad Conway and Kevin Carr, who has just taken over the girls program this year. So coaches, thank you for making the trip all the way from California to join us. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
So Coach Carr, you are new, first year at California, taking over a really good girls program. So what's been your journey to get to California? Where have you been?
Well, the last 2 years I was at Smith Cotton. And then before that, I was over at Clinton High School.
Okay.
So
you know the area. You've been
Yes.
around. You know all the back roads and everything. You take over a pretty good program at California. This has been a power program for the last few years. That's got to be kind of nice, but it's also got to bring a little pressure with it, I guess.
yes, and what I found out where I've coached before, the pressure's kind of the same regardless of where the program status in. But coming in the door, that was one of the things I looked at before applying.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, good. Coach Brad Conway, I think you were inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2018, right? So It's been a few years. Do you still have the love for coaching that you had way back when you started? Does that ever go away, or does it ebb and flow? How does that work?
That's kind of why I'm still in it. I still got that competitive, juices, and when those go away, that's probably when I need to hang it up. But right now, I still love it and love the game. So that's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, you guys were pretty young last year. You kind of struggled, I think finished 12 and 15 last year, but a lot of young guys. Do you have a lot of those guys coming back this year?
Yeah, we've got 7 kids that played quite a bit last year. We're trying to kind of mix in, there's about 3 or 4 others. We go about 9 or 10 kids. So we're still fairly young, only 2 seniors. So it's still kind of a work in progress. And with our football team going a little bit longer, our football guys are still trying to find their basketball legs, but it's fun, good group of guys.
There is a difference too between football legs and basketball legs, because in basketball, man, you got to be in shape to play that game. I mean, you're sprinting up and down the court all the time, unless you got a whole lot of people coming in for you, I guess. How do you keep the kids in shape? Is that a hard thing to do in today's world?
I don't think so. I mean, especially if you're doing a lot of full court drills and just keep them active and not give them we don't give them a lot of breaks. We just try to keep them active and do a lot of full court drills to kind of simulate game.
Yeah. How about the girls? Is it tough to keep them in shape these days?
We kind of go about the same way that Coach just mentioned. We do a lot of full court drills to keep them all moving in that, and the breaks are pretty short. We give them 30 seconds, then we got to be back on the court ready to go for the next drill.
You still do that drill where you start out on the baseline and you sprint to the free throw line and back, and then to half court and back, and then to the other free throw line and back. Do you still do that one?
We don't do it as much. I mean, early in my career I did it quite a bit, but probably the last 10, 12 years, I really haven't done much, the killers or suicides, whatever you want to call it. So we don't do that as much.
I remember those from my playing days, man. Shoot, I was never very good, small white guy. So we're getting to know the California Pinto coaches as we have moved into the high school basketball season. We'll be back with more from the coaches right after this.
Visit Surdike Yamaha at Lake of the Ozarks, 50 years strong.
At COMC, your health is our mission. Central Ozarks Medical Center offers 3 OBGYNs at the Osage Beach Clinic and 2 pediatricians with same-day appointments available. At COMC, our doors are open to everyone with 5 primary care locations conveniently located across the Ozarks. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Get more info on how COMC can help you at centralozarks.org. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Get up to 80% off list prices during our huge inventory reduction sale at Slumberland Furniture. $20 million worth of furniture and mattresses must go. Lowest prices around on TV consoles, recliners, bar stools, sofas, mattresses, and lots more. Get the deal of a lifetime on clearance, one-of-a-kinds, scratch and dents, and more. Stores are packed with merchandise that must go. Up to 80% off at the huge inventory reduction sale on now at Slumberland Furniture.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. We're talking with the California Pintos getting ready for the season. Brad Conway in the Hall of Fame, the boys coach, and Kevin Carr taking over the Lady Pintos this year for the first year. So, Coach, what style do you like to play? Do you like to run up and down, do a lot of pressing? Are you a slower team? What do you like to do?
We adapt to what we have and personnel that's on the floor. I like to get up and down, but it's got to be controlled. We don't want to be all helter-skelter, but it kind of depends on, personnel, and it also kind of depends on the team as well.
Yeah. That's what makes a good coach, though, is being able to coach around the personnel and not try to fit them into your set mold every year, because sometimes the kids just can't play that style.
Exactly.
Yeah. How about you? What kind of style do you like to play?
We like to get up and down the court also, under control, try to keep those turnovers down. But we do things in practice to hopefully correct that in game time.
Yeah, absolutely. I've heard you say in the past, Coach, you are a defensive-minded coach. Is defense first for you? What makes defense bigger than offense?
I just think, especially early on in the year, your offense sometimes is a little lagging just because you're trying to get your timing down. Kids are trying to get used to playing with each other again. And I just tell the kids, I said, there's no excuse for, not defending and giving really good effort on the defensive end. And that was, when I played, that was kind of my role, was to be a defender. So I've always had that, defensive mindset.
Yeah, absolutely. How about with the Lady Pintos, Coach? How do you go about it? Is it defense first or offense first? What do you like to do?
I would probably say, even though they're very close, defense, because defense typically don't have bad nights. You can have bad nights shooting and that sort of thing. So defense usually is always there.
Yeah, and defense is harder, right? I mean, defense takes more work. Yeah, you can run down and shoot up the ball pretty easy, but to get down and really play some tough defense, that takes something.
Yeah, just the effort that's needed on the defensive end, and then just communicate with each other. That's communication's a really important part of the defense as well.
Yeah, and you don't think about that, communicating out there, but if there's a pick coming, to let somebody know there's a pick coming or something or switching. I never got the switching thing when I was a player. Could never figure out how to switch. That's the hard part. So you guys are in the Tri-County Conference, I think. So who are going to be the teams to beat for your boys in the Tri-County this year?
You start off with Blair Oaks. I know they lost, some kids, but traditionally they've been really strong. Southern Boone's going to be strong. Hallsville, I think any given night, people can go in and still win. Osage has got some kids back, and Eldon looked good in the Tipton tournament. I know Coach Anderson at Boonville's, got his team going. So, it's kind of up in the air right now. Even though, like I said, Blair Oaks has kind of been the front runner the last few years, but I know Coach Jansen at Southern Boone's got his guys going and playing really well right now.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of good talent in the Tri-County Conference. We'll ask Coach Carr about the girls who are the teams to beat in the Tri-County Conference when we come back on the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. Central Ozarks Medical Center, voted Missouri's best and best at the lake, is recruiting team members due to growth. Amazing employment opportunities for both medical and non-medical positions with competitive salaries and outstanding perks. For more information, go to the Careers tab at centralozarks.org. COMC for the best medical, dental, and behavioral health care. Join a leader. Join our team. COMC, where your health is our mission.
Your furry friends are more than pets, they're family, and at our veterinary, we understand that. With multiple locations, we can service your pets when and where you need it. Our team of professionals offer routine wellness, orthopedic care from broken bones to joint repair, and even emergency services. We are ready to welcome your pet to our family with medical or preventative care. Our Veterinary, with 6 convenient locations, the team providing exceptional care for your pet when and where you need it.
Fall, the tailgating, trails blazing, pumpkin, everything. Wine sips, beer tips, and bonfire snapping. Early morning hunting, late night laughter.
It all starts here. Make the road safer with 4 simple steps. Buckle up, phone down, slow down, and drive sober. 4 simple steps that have been proven to help prevent traffic crashes. After all, simple actions save lives.
Welcome back to the COMC High School Basketball Coaches Show. We are getting to know the coaches from California. Kevin Carr is the Lady Pintos coach, and Brad Conway, Hall of Famer boys coach for the last couple of years. Tri-County Conference, who are going to be the girls' teams to beat this
Well, I
year?
believe Southern Boone, who's been there. In fact, they won our district last year, so there'll be one that's up there. Hallsville will probably be another one. I'm still getting a little used to them. Osage will be one. Eldon, which we just played over in the Tipton tournament this last week. So I think, like Coach said, any given night, any one of those teams could get a win in this conference. So it should be a fun conference year.
Yeah, absolutely. And there are so many good ladies teams in this area. I mean, Tipton, defending state champions. California, you guys are always good, always tough. Booneville won a state championship a few years ago. So, and I think you were the ladies coach at Jeff City for a long time, right? So
5 years, yeah.
Yeah. So, some really, really good girls basketball. What is your favorite part about coaching? What do you love about coaching?
I like I said, I like the competitiveness and just, building the relationships, not just with the players, but with the other coaches. And with me, being able to be in it for a long period of time. I'm heavily involved in the Missouri Basketball Coach Association, building those relationships with coaches throughout the state.
Yeah, absolutely. How about you? What do you love about coaching?
I would go along with that, building those relationships, the atmosphere that's in high school basketball, whether it's a boys' game or a girls' game. Friday night, we played Tipton for that championship of their tournament, and the gym was just electric of whether you were for us or for Tipton. But I think that every night in and out is just a great part of the game.
It's a special thing. You can't replicate that feeling. It is a wonderful thing. Okay, before I let you go, a fun question here. Would you make a good mall Santa Claus? How would you do as a mall Santa Claus, Coach?
I would not be a mall Santa Claus. I would be an elf. I would be the helper. I would be helping Santa.
Right, yeah. Okay, how about you, Coach Carr?
I think I would enjoy that for at least an hour. I don't know if I'd go much longer than that or a full schedule of it, but yeah, I think I could do the male Santa.
I'm not sure I could make an hour there. Christmas falls right, basically in the middle of your season, the basketball season. Does Christmas make basketball more special? Does basketball make Christmas more special? Because the two kind of go hand in hand. I stumped them.
I think it's always tough for basketball because I think basketball is the longest sport in high school.
Yeah.
So to take that much time off, at least on our girls' side, we play on the 30th, so we practice a few days and then we got a game.
Yeah.
But I think it's also nice to be able to continue to build those relationships with the kids, and we'll do something before we give them a few days off for the Christmas break.
Yeah.
That last practice.
How about you, Coach?
I used to play in Christmas tournaments, which were really, really fun. Of course, the kids would rather play than practice.
Well, of course.
But then at the same time, like in the last 4 years at California, we haven't really been able to give our football players time off. So it's Christmas break is going to be an opportunity for them to, they're going to have 6 or 7 days off. So it's going to be an opportunity for them to kind of, chill out and, spend some time with their buddies or spend time with family. But at the same time, as coaches, we get a little bit of a break too. So I like the break, but I don't like being off too long either.
Right, yeah. That's spoken well for a coach, right? You don't want to let the guys off too long. Well, thank you guys for coming down. We appreciate it. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
And we thank you for joining us for Lake TV's High School Basketball Coaches Show.